Oh, yeah! Very good. Okay, very good.
Good morning and welcome to episode 1403 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed right here. Everything you need to know in 40 minutes or less. But if you need more, go to patreon.com/hardfactor. 3 weekly bonus pods every week, plus much more. Today, we're talking about the Kilt Bandit, who he's out of Houston. I'm going to fill you guys in on him. You won't believe what he was doing with his kilt. You'll find out. So
I'm excited.
Yeah.
A kilt always kills. If you show up to like any normal event in a kilt, you are a popular guy.
Oh, it's a party time. Yeah, and we'll get into kilt lifestyle, the whole thing, Wes. Mark's bringing us some scientific advancements today.
It's my favorite subject.
Yep, big science guy, as we all know. Huge. They call him Science Mark sometimes. He loves
arts and sciences Mark.
Well, when I get science mode, I'm Marv because I'm a nerd, you know.
Ooh, Science Marv. I like that. We've got an arrest on the Chiefs Super Bowl parade shooting from Wes. Wes, you got an update on that?
Yep.
That's good.
I do.
It's good to get some information on that. And also a basketball phenom to discuss.
Yeah. Possibly the next Caitlin Clark.
Wow. That good.
Lady.
Yeah.
Incredible.
She's good.
Yeah. All right.
Incredible. I can't wait to hear about that. Don't forget, trivia is this Friday, February 23rd at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Send in the car and golden elbow tiers at patreon.com/hardfactor can beat the hosts in trivia. Probably. Maybe one of us will win this time. You'll probably beat us. So
don't lose to us. You know, we talked about some basketball phenoms on the Let's Go show, which came out today as well. And Charles Barkley, a man after Wes's heart, with his stance on San Francisco.
Yep. Also, the female phenom shooting threes, and then Kenny Smith's comments about her. You got to get that on the Let's Go pod.
Yeah.
Kenny Smith was hating on Caitlin Clark.
No, the
different female
girl.
Basketball player.
He probably was. Made me run on a rampage.
Yeah. He was letting them flow. Anyways, patreon.com/hardfactor to learn.
Man, as a white guy, I love Caitlin Clark, you know. Tell you.
Is that the way you feel?
Sure.
Yeah. No, I think that's the way my dad feels about her.
You say?
My dad's obsessed with her. Yeah. I'll tell you, she's fundamental. She knows how to play the game, you know?
Yeah. Look at that release.
Yeah. Unless you got the last laugh on her last year. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, they did. She just
see what happens
like this. Though.
Yeah. So
she's fine. She's gonna be all right.
She's got a lot of fans. A lot of fans. Not just your dad, but yeah.
I love her.
I'll trump that. I don't follow women's basketball, so I don't care.
Yep. Don't really. I don't ever do, not except for the show. So that's I've learned all I know about women's basketball on the show.
Happy for all of them, you know. Happy for them. Good. I hope they all do well, stay healthy, and score a lot of points.
Exciting sport.
Yeah. All right, let's do the news.
High scoring. Let's it's time. Let's do the news.
Do you know who you're with? 3 Factor, yeah. And this is real news.
That's right. 3 of us today. 3 Factor. A couple of just things that were trending before we taped. Is Justin Field to the Steelers? Did you guys see that? Justin Fields?
What? Are you
No.
serious?
What? It didn't happen. But the rumor mill is flying, and Justin Fields apparently stopped following the Bears on Instagram.
Oh, that's always a big
receiver.
sign.
Quarterback. Yeah, I mean, close. He throws the ball to the wide receivers.
I thought you were genuinely shocked. You're doing a fake what?
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh man. Expect
nothing less.
What are the Bears going to get out of that if they did that? What would they get out of that?
I don't know, but it seems like they might be drafting Caleb the Dress.
They better get the moon
for real, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
They better. They probably won't though. Also, the 12-team college football playoff was approved with the Big Five conference champions plus 7 others starting this year. Pretty fucking
That's
sweet.
awesome.
That's
I
cool.
saw that right after we finished Let's Go. They made that official. The Pac-12 is holding out because they don't know if they're going to be a fucking Big Five anymore. But it's official. 12-team playoff. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Could be fucking sweet. Also, Batman
How long do you
Beyond
think it's going to take?
people.
Sorry to interrupt. How long do you think it's going to take for the first 12 seed to win that?
Oh, forever. I think it's going to take a while.
Ever?
Yeah, no, never.
Not right away.
No,
Yeah,
because it's the top 5 from the conferences, and then the 7th best seeds after that. And a lot of the conferences are going to be in the top 5. So you're talking about like a legit 12 seed that's not even in those. I mean, they're not going to be that good. But I thought you were going to ask how long is it going to take until the 13th seed complains. But I think 12.
Yeah. Well, that'll be the first year too. Yeah.
There's still going to be gripes on the cutoff. Yeah. Batman Beyond from the people from Into the Spider-Verse may happen, which would be badass because that's a cool cartoon.
They're good.
China, Mark's going to tell you more scientific advancements later, but this one I thought deserved a little mention here. China now has their own CERN looking for dark matter, deep inside a mountain. And that's where they're looking for that dark matter. Dark matter makes up 80% of the universe. It has never been detected. And the China Jinping Underground Laboratory is the latest and greatest in finding it. So
I wish that was the ending to Night Country. That would have been better. If they had turn there. Yeah.
True. A lot of people disappointed.
They dropped the ball at the end there, but
give it a 5 out of 10 on the finale.
I like the ending, but I didn't like the science involved. I thought
It's about True Detective.
Yeah. Skip
it. It didn't need to be 6 episodes. I thought there was a lot of good content in there, but it didn't need to be that long, and the finale was not. It didn't deliver. Yeah, don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on True Detective, Wes? You're gonna watch it?
I haven't seen it yet. I want to watch it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, enjoy it, but just know that the ending might not live up to your expectation,
or the beginning or the middle.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch it.
Great idea. Didn't execute well. Poor script. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, sorry for ruining True Detective for everybody, but I mean, it's not. You're not losing a lot. Okay, let's move on to the Kilt Bandit. Do you guys know any kilt guys, or have you spent any time with dudes in kilts, kilt men?
Only at weddings when someone shows up.
Okay.
From Scotland or Ireland or wherever, and they're in a kilt.
Okay.
I feel like the only reason Lombard Trucking isn't is because he's Italian instead of Scottish. But he's a kilt type guy.
He seems like a guy who has a kilt or has worn a kilt at least once. Yeah. It's big in the rugby community. Lots of kilt guys. So I've spent many nights with kilt guys just going around there. And I mean, they're just they're
blowing farts in your face.
Yeah, it's the ultimate free balling. It's
right.
There's no bottom, so
right.
And you wear no underwear, so you're just letting it all flow. And I'd like to thank
Grizzlies sleep when they walk past your face.
Right. Yeah, that's like a classic move. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, look up. Hey, look up. Wake up. You look
He's
up.
passed out. Stand over him in the kilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, lots of good pranks with kilts and stuff. But I'd like to thank Grizzy's Hood News. Here's her headline or her background, so you guys can see her, for breaking this story from the Houston area all the way back on February 10th when it happened. A man who's been dubbed the Kilt Bandit was caught on a surveillance video stuffing. You guys see what he's doing there with his kilt?
Is he just picking his ass?
Could he be picking his ass? I mean, I understand that.
No, I mean, he was not. He was stuffing store items into his ass and then placing them back on the shelf while wearing the kilt, of course. So he's been dubbed the Kilt Bandit.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Picking his ass with products. Got it.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Cleaning them up, giving them a little shine.
Pull the picture back up.
Antique store. Yeah. I mean, this one is I think it's called, we'll get to the name in a minute. This one is called,
putting antiques up his ass.
Yeah.
The Curiosity Shop is what that's called, Wes, I believe. And he was in.
So little kids are always in there being curious, and then they're touching the items that have been up the Kilt Master's ass.
It's hard to imagine how many items in Houston have been up this dude's ass. Yeah. So
God.
Yeah, you got to watch out. So take a look and listen to the original Grizzlies Hood News video report.
All right, folks, this next video, Foolishness and Fuckery Friday, continues.
Yep.
Check this out. This comes out of the area of 45 and 2920. I've been running this page for almost 5 years now, and I've never seen such a thing. This muscular babe wearing a kilt is thieving using the kilt. Yes, not a merce, not a purse, a kilt.
Yeah, and so you see he took something off the shelf, went back behind the thing, shoved it in his ass, and put it back. Yeah,
he used it to scratch his asshole.
Yeah, yeah. So he's picking up antiques, he's picking up different shit, from these stores, and he's just shoving them in his ass under the kilt, and then he's putting them back, and right on the shelf.
Do you think he comes back in the store to watch people, or it's just enough that he knows it's going to happen that they'll touch it? Like, does he watch his work? Like, or does he like just go home and he's like, I know someone's going to touch it?
I bet he returns to the scene to check it out.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
like
well, he meanders. He meanders around, and then he just she touched it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I bet it smells so bad. Turns out that the Kilt Bandit is none other than 60-year-old Mitchell C. Vest. Here he is. He's a Houston man from Spring, Texas, I guess. That's where the butt stuff happened. And here he is towering over the police officers who are arresting him. And yeah,
he's got a
big old cross on the back of his shirt. And, so he's
huge.
He's enormous. He's like
huge,
6'5", very thick, big Texas guy. And Mitch Vest sounds like a fake name, but it is real, according to the Harris County Constable Precinct 4, Mark Herman. And it's a result of Grizzly's post. So she posted that on the day that he was shoving shit up his ass on February 10th. Somebody submitted it to her and they posted it. And then her subsequent repost of it on Facebook on Thursday, February 15th, Harris County deputies started receiving tons of calls, about, quote, multiple concerned citizens regarding an adult male who they said was, quote, observed selecting items from multiple vendors at an antique mall outlet and placing the selected items inside his rectum.
I saw a giant freak doing this too.
Yeah. So everybody was a little miffed, a little worried. And then they said, quote, the male was then observed removing the items and placing them back on the shelves. A restoration hardware piece, an antique makeup brush, antique bottle opener, and a tobacco tent can. So that's the things he got caught on video shoving up his ass and putting back on the shelf.
This brush smells like an ogre's ass.
Yeah. The makeup brush is fucked up.
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah,
somebody could use that.
You really got to hold a makeup brush.
He stuck some nose clippers,
like a full grip on it.
Yeah, everything, all sorts of products you put around your face and mouth, he shoved up his ass.
Yeah. It's his favorite. Yeah, it's. I think he loves imagining people getting his fecal matter like on their body. When they the incidents
individual mints from an Altoid can, and he put them back in.
Yeah, but a binky, a child sucker, antique sucker. Yeah. So the incidents allegedly occurred at two different shops, like we were saying, the Antique Gallery of Houston and the Curiosity Shop. They're both on Town Drive in Spring, Texas. And one store owner said, quote, he shoved both items up his anus, then returned the items to the shelf. So, I mean, it's pretty cut and dry what he did here. The total value of the desecrated items was $204. From the affidavit, both complaints advised that they had to throw away the items that were used in the incident due to the feces being on them. Of course, that was from Law and Crime. And then employees at the Antique Gallery told Houston NBC affiliate KPRC that, quote, he'd previously spent hours shopping around the store.
Yeah, because these are the stores where they're like bazaars, right? And they've got all these aisles up and down, and it's basically just someone rents out a little 8x10 spot. They put their little knickknacks in there. You go to the next one, you look at the other person's knickknack shit, and you can spend hours in there. Like, I mean, I like them. They're cool because you just never know what you're gonna fucking see. But you can can easily duck into one of these things and stick stuff up your ass, no problem.
Right.
And that's, I guess, what he was doing. This is ruining these things for me, honestly.
Of course. And for Mitch Vest, he's thinking like this is the kind of place where people are really going to want to fiddle with the items. So they're going to get my ass juice all over them. So
Oof. Yeah. Grizzy didn't even know what she stumbled upon because she thought he was stealing. She goes, he's thieving.
Right.
And,
I think she was playing a little coy there. Yeah.
She's posting it. No, I think she thought the guy just, potentially was going to steal something. And then after she posted it, everyone saw it and was like, no. This guy does this for
He
fun.
put it back, Grizzy.
Yeah. He's known around town as the dude who shoves shit up his ass. So you can see how Vest maintains his youthful glow at a gigantic age 60. He literally blows off steam with some light criminal mischief charges. He's bonded out for $100 as of last week. So,
dude, he's going to be a king in prison. He's going to smuggle shit up his ass.
Well, he's not going to go to prison. This is like no charge at all. Criminal mischief. That's it.
I mean, even if you saw this guy doing this like right in front of your face, you wouldn't say a thing to him. You would just be like, time to leave, time to go. Yeah.
He could have broke those cuffs off if he wanted to. Just ripped them right off.
He really could have. He could have. Yeah. It's a good thing for him he didn't get bigger charges. He would have had to pay more because it's a really good time to save money right now because it's tax season. Tax season is here, which means more paperwork and more headaches for your business of one. But you don't have to handle it alone this year. Let Collective take care of all your tax and accounting needs and see how you could save thousands with an S Corp, which is what Hard Factor is. Collective is the all-in-one financial solution for self-employed entrepreneurs that specializes in S Corp elections. Let Collective handle your taxes, bookkeeping, and payroll, all for a fraction of the cost of a CPA. And if your business of one is making at least $60,000 in profit annually, then you could be missing out on thousands in tax savings every year. With Collective, the S Corp tax election is saving its members an average of $10,000 per year. But don't wait to elect because the deadline to backdate your S Corp to January 1st is coming up on March 31st. So right now, Collective is waiving the onboarding fee when you go to collective.com/hardfactor and tell them Hard Factor sent you. That's a $199 value waived in a full year of S Corp savings when you go to collective.com/hardfactor and tell them Hard Factor sent you. That's collective.com/hardfactor. Tell them Hard Factor sent you.
Do it. All right, I got a segment for you today. I'm calling Science Stuff. Very scientific, thought out name. First up, a scientific journal called Frontiers, Journal Frontiers in Cell Development Biology, that's the name of the journal, published a report on the signaling pathway of sperm stem cells. So they're like, hey, we got all this new information on sperm stem cells and how it signals. But some people pointed out that the article was probably written and the image is probably produced by AI when they saw the example of the penis was a rat with an enormous penis twice the size of the rat itself.
Wow. So, okay. So what's up with the 3 balls underneath the penis?
Well, that's AI not understanding the anatomy of a male rat because someone typed in, show me a penis Mid-Journey because they use Mid-Journey.
Uh-huh. And then Mid-Journey drew a diagram where the rat has an enormous rod and then 3 testicles, like 3 tiny testicles below 1 huge testicle.
That's right. It's so big he has to stand on his hind legs because if he was walking on all fours, he'd be lifted 8 inches off the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, there'd be a national emergency if rats had that big a penis.
It would be intimidating.
Yeah.
It would suck. That would suck.
It would be the first goal of society would be to get rid of the rats if they had penises like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
Men would not stand for it. You couldn't have a rats like that with dongs twice the length of their body. You'd have to get rid of them, eradicate.
No. Yeah, you'd eradicate them. The article was also littered with made-up words that are not in the dictionary, like disicled, testum cells was supposed to be testicles, I think, and centaulic, just nonsense words. So it was just an AI produced article, completely not checked by the editor. It turns out they used Midjourney and ChatGPT. It's been like verified,
and that's it.
so,
And they just used straight up AI for the whole thing. Wow.
yeah, and they published it. Not only is the size of the rat's penis alarming, but many pointed out that if faked AI articles are going to get published in scientific journals, we might have an issue going forward.
That's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
All right.
Which journal? This was like peer reviewed,
it's called, you can look it up, Journal Frontiers in Cell Development Biology. So I mean, it's got a fancy name, but I don't think
it sounds fancy. Yeah.
Read by a lot of people. Clearly they're cutting cost on people writing them. Anyways, next science thing. It's going to take a lot of science stuff and also engineering for Dubai to construct the ziggurat pyramid. Have you guys heard of this thing?
No.
Well, move over the line. That stupid Saudi Arabia massive urban living straight line building the Crown Prince announced in 2021 that's supposed to house a shitload of people indoors. Yeah, you know that thing? Yeah. Hold
Giant
my
city.
beer.
Right. Yeah. Giant mall city.
Yeah, like 2 walls, and it's like a straight line mall, so you're stuck inside the 2 walls. Hold my beer says Dubai. Not really, because the line's supposed to hold 9 million people. But in terms of cool designs, definitely hold their beer or their haris, because the ziggurat pyramid set to hold about 1 million people looks badass. This is the concept art of the pyramid. It looks pretty cool, if I say so myself, right?
When's this thing going to be done? I mean, that looks. It's like the Luxor, except the size of a real pyramid.
Way bigger. Yeah, 1,200 meters in the air.
1 million people.
Yeah. It's supposed to be done by 2028. Well, they announced it back in 2008, and they're already working on it. They're already building it. So I don't think, good luck by 2028, but soon, in a decade or so, it'll be done. Yeah. And yeah, pretty cool.
Where is this in Dubai?
I don't know. Yeah, it's in Dubai. I don't know where in Dubai, but yeah, it's in Dubai.
Dubai.
And the building would be green, powered by solar, wind, and natural sources, only green energy, and capable of running completely off the grid, which is something Dubai is all about. The best part, they say, is public executions, mainly of women dressed scantily. They have built a coliseum in the center for guys that want to watch women be killed, and 300 movie theaters.
That's awesome.
So. But it's in the United Arab Emirates, though. So I mean, do they have looser rules there? Like Dubai, you can probably get away with a little bit inside.
According to Google, no, the United Arab Emirates ranks among the lowest in women's rights and respect for women.
Okay.
So no, they don't, because I think Dubai was one. I remember like some guy brought.
It is the Middle East after all, right? You know
exactly.
Yep.
Some guy like brought porn stars to the Middle East to Dubai, and he had them like on the balcony. And, like they showed their butts. Remember that? And they all got like arrested. Yeah. Not a lot of booze, and not a lot of booze in that pyramid.
It's Sharia law.
Right. Yeah.
Not a lot of booze in that pyramid, though. It's mostly going to be praying and watching women get stoned to death, and it won't be affordable. But it's a cool design.
I would like to go inside it, though. All that being said, that's a sweet building.
It is.
I'd like to gamble inside that.
Yeah, it looks way cool.
Imagine hitting a big craps hand inside that pyramid. Like,
gonna bet on some women executions.
Yeah. How many stones will it take?
How many stones will it take to kill this driving woman?
Yes.
Did they say anything about the labor force being used here? I'm assuming similar to the World Cup, style. Like
many dead will. Many will die.
Pyramids.
Someone's dying right now. Someone just died working on this right now.
I'd like to see him, improve the working conditions. That'd be nice, at least from the okay.
How long did it take him to build that World Cup stadium in Qatar? Wasn't that like 4 or 5 years?
They built several and roads, and it took them, that's where all the people died. Like, thousands.
And if you think they're going to build this amazing pyramid in 4 years?
7. I think they started in 2021. It's probably going to take more like 10.
Yeah. Crack a few eggs to make an omelet kind of thing.
Yep. But let's end on a good one. Well, I mean, that's outside of the death. And if you're not a woman, it's not a good one. The first dog has officially been treated with a new anti-aging for dogs drug that I think we mentioned on the air once, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about this?
Yeah.
I know we've mentioned it that the dogs aren't going to live way longer.
Right. They get pills or something.
Potentially, yes. So far, pills. Meet Boo, an 11-year-old whippet from Pennsylvania, a professional scent worker. Officially, the first dog to receive the new anti-aging pill we've mentioned. The drug is in the form of a chewable and is meant for dogs of all sizes, but mostly smaller dogs, and only for the elderly as of now. That's why, probably because if it winds up killing them, they were almost dead already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah. Is this like a live beta testing kind of thing, or?
Yes.
Is it? Okay.
It's not FDA approved yet. The drug comes from the startup company called Loyal, and they're waiting that FDA approval, and also almost done developing an injectable, not a chewable, an injectable for middle-aged dogs that are 40 pounds or under. Did you hear that, honey? You're gonna live forever, baby. So yeah,
That's nice.
I hope so.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
It also, like, do they have any results about how safe it is, or is it just
not yet? But
okay?
Boo just got it. The drug for older dogs is called LOY-002. They're Loyal, so Loy-002. So I guess it's their second attempt. Who knows what happened with their first attempt? And they have plans for 1,000 dogs across all 50 states to join Boo in the next year, with the goals of hitting the open market if they get that FDA approval for everyone to buy in 2025.
Okay.
What specifically does it target? Like arthritis, like bad joints, like hips, like eyesight? Or is it just, you don't know?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what
I'm in.
Yeah.
I've got an old small dog. It sounds great.
Might as well try it out.
2025 is the year to get it for Coco. Pretty cool. Pretty cool if it ends up working. Speaking of cool science stuff, how about the stuff going on at LaSara, our sponsor, that is helping our fat asses stay alive past 50, baby? You can get Ozempic or semaglutide and testosterone treatment for 10% off using our promo codes. The links are in the show notes and show descriptions wherever you're watching or listening to this. You don't have to be obese or have type 2 diabetes either to get the semaglutide, the Ozempic stuff. If you want to shed some pounds before beach season or get that tee-up, check out LaSara, owned by a Hard Factor listener. It's all done over the phone and remotely with nurse practitioner check-ins and doctor prescriptions. You can also pair the two like we're doing, because they complement each other pretty well.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
Yep, shot up my tea today in the hotel room. Felt really good.
Where's that needle?
Yeah, I mean the tea. Like if you're over 35, having trouble getting motivated to like work out, the tea basically, like, especially when you work out with it. I mean, it'll really get you going.
I'm down 25 pounds and I haven't taken a nap in like 2 months. So I mean,
there you go.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It really is. My mood has been phenomenal since starting the tea.
There you go.
That's nice.
All right, guys. Update on the deadly Super Bowl parade shooting that left a mother of 2 dead and 22 injured, many of them children. There's been some arrests. Okay. Dominic Miller, who's 18, and Lyndell Mays, seen here, have both been arrested. Both face charges of second-degree murder and 2 counts of armed criminal action and unlawful use of a weapon. They are being held on $1 million bond.
What?
In addition to
no bond?
Yep. Yeah, how about no bond? In addition to them, 2 other juveniles have also been charged and are facing gun-related charges in connection with the shooting. So 4 people now have been charged. Here's a couple. I don't have any pictures of Dominic Miller, but here's a couple pictures of Lyndell. You know, he looks pretty cool. Here he is flicking off.
So what
the
happened?
camera.
Like, is it like there was like a beef between people and they just started shooting?
It's even more fucked up than that, Will. So they attended the Super Bowl party. They both bring guns because, you know, of course, you got to be strapped when you go to a family-friendly event like the Super Bowl parade. Like, you know, it's important. You might have to
the burgers are overdone. Yeah.
So a verbal altercation occurred, and they had no prior connection. This is the first time they had ever seen each other. Was at this parade. They start mouthing off to each other. and fucking one of them, Mays, drew his weapon first, and immediately several others, including Miller, pulled their guns out, and then they just started firing, like just recklessly. Didn't care who they hit. It was just completely
in
public. Yeah. And it killed 43-year-old Lisa Lopez, mother of 2. And they originally it was like, is this gang related? Is this, whatever? Did they have beef? Nope. Apparently they didn't even know who the fuck each other were until that moment, which is insane. Yeah. They're just fucking idiots. Yeah, really crazy. So, but they got them. They're arrested. It's really sad, but that's the update for now. Better news. Guys, there is a phenom. Yeah, this is better news. There's a phenom high school girls basketball player out of Massachusetts that is making waves this week. I'm surprised you guys didn't cover this on Let's Go. She's 6 foot tall, and here's a picture of her. I don't know if I have. Oh yeah, here's a picture of her wrestling the ball from an opposing player on the collegiate charter school of Lowell team. I mean, utter domination. Look, the other players just on the ground writhing in pain,
grabbing her back and
just dominated.
She yanked that ball.
Yeah. College teams are drooling over this player. Again, she's 6 foot tall, incredible strength, and plays for a school called KIPP, Massachusetts. I think KIPP stands for Keep Intact Penises for Performance.
Oh.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
It's a team. Does the whole team have penises, or just
no? Just the star. The star player is a transgender female, and she is ruthless on the court. In fact, so ruthless. Here's the video of her domination. This is the 3rd injury that she inflicted on the opposing team that day.
Oh, and shit.
Yeah. Here it is.
3rd injury.
She's like Billy Madison at dodgeball.
Give me that ball.
Oh shit!
Again.
Give me that ball.
Damn.
Stay down.
Yeah.
I mean, just ripped it.
Yeah, she just rips it out of her hands.
The other player had no chance. The audio was crazy too.
Yeah. I mean, you can hear
deep voice.
Yeah, she was single-handedly taking out the other team's players one by one in this game. So much so the other school forfeited because they were afraid she was going to take out the whole squad, and they would not have enough players to compete in next week's playoffs. They
just walked off.
Death. They were scared to death. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
They were scared to death of being hurled around like a rag doll by this other player. Yeah. A spokesman for the all-girls team said, quote, "The bench was already depleted going into the game with a 12-player roster having 4 players unable to play. When the coach saw 3 more go down in the first half, leaving him with 5 players, he made the call to end the game early. The upcoming charter school playoffs were looming, and he needed a healthy, robust bench in 4 days, adding, we just couldn't afford for that brute to take out any more of our girls." So
she got 20 offensive rebounds a game.
Yeah, well, they called it with 16 minutes left to play. They were up. This player's team was up 31-14. But because of the forfeit, the final score will be 10-0.
How many of those 30 points were just layups for this player?
I imagine all of them.
Most of them. Yeah. Most of them.
I'm not sure if any of the other players touched the ball.
Unless they triple teamed all of them.
Yeah. They say that the KIPP player is a biological male, identifies as a female, is more than 6 feet tall, has facial hair. So, just a dude out there wrestling down rebounds and scoring points against this all-girls team. Now, to be fair,
I'm sure that goes over great with the opposing team's dads.
Well, in Massachusetts, you gotta come to expect this.
Where the daughters are getting ragdolled.
That's true. It's for progress. Also, look at this live internet comment from Bulls Deep Hook. They say, "Who doesn't want Shaquille O'Neal on their team?" And that's a great point. You would take this teammate in a second if you want to win games, right?
Right.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Yes.
Sure. I mean, if all you're trying to do is win and you don't care that there's a giant asterisk next to the win because you had a dominant male player on your female team,
Even better than steroids. Honestly.
Go for it. Yeah. Now, the section 43-.3.1 of the Massachusetts, Interscholastic Athletic Association handbook says that, quote, a student shall not be excluded from participation on a gender-specific sports team that is consistent with the student's bona fide gender identity. The handbook noted that a student cannot be listed on a team roster for the purpose of gaining an unfair advantage. But that's what happens when you put a male on an all girls team. You get an unfair advantage.
It's stop calling her a male. She's born a male. You get be careful there. But yes, I understand what you're saying.
Sorry, biological male. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yes,
okay. That's the terminology. Okay. Thanks.
Sorry.
And so what's going to happen with? Are they going to go through the playoffs and this team is just going to dominate? Because it sounds like they're probably pretty good.
Look, I have no idea how good she actually is. I just know that she can rip the rebound out of anyone's arms.
Single-handedly making.
I don't know if she's got any skills.
Forfeit.
Have you ever seen someone yank a ball like that from someone? She's very good.
No. I mean, if you watch the whole video, the girl, she fell, yeah, but she was also being a big baby about it, in my opinion. It didn't look like she needed the staff rushed over to her. It was
a lot of sharp elbows coming at you. I mean,
they didn't want to yeah. They saw an opportunity to hit the bench, and they're like, "Take it."
Yeah, get me out of here.
Yeah, get me out of here.
So if Kip University or whatever, Kip Academy here just dominates the Massachusetts state playoffs, do you think that there's going to be enough angry dads to make some change here, or is this going to be just?
This is just the new norm in Massachusetts, and many places, I guess. So it's up to you. I mean, I love it. I think it's fantastic. For probably all the wrong reasons, but I think. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, you're like me waiting for Joe Biden to trip again. Just loving the videos.
I love this. I love this shit so much. It's so insane. It's just awesome. And look, who am I to say, if this makes these girls and boys transitioning happy, like I understand all that. Trust me, I'm not a monster, but it is fucking hilarious. Of course the internet was lit up with comments too, like this one from Girl Dad of 2913 says, maybe we should just let the girls play against grizzly bears.
Is that you?
No, that was a real comment. And then what happened to America 1776 said, well, it's official, we're definitely losing World War III.
The Chinese love this.
Grizzly bears.
Yeah, that was me. Anyway,
that was
yeah, that was me. Anyway, yeah, that's the show. We got anything else before we sign off?
No, I mean that was I think we covered all of the really vital, important news, obviously, that you would need to know today.
I can't stay away from a transgender dominating news story. I just can't do it.
And if you want to hear more about Sam Bankman-Fried's first images from prison, go ahead and check out the Hive Hour on patreon.com/HARDFACTOR. So
that's right.
Nice.
Another one.
All right, well, that's the show. The boys will have another one for you tomorrow. We love you. Patreon.com/HARDFACTOR. Have a great fucking day.